Hello everyone, welcome back to Lubelska Dolina for episode 9 in the adventures of Feldkorp. Okay, so here we are, it's coming up to the end of day 2, early summer. We've been doing a few baling contracts and also got a couple of fertilising contracts knocked out of the way as well in between stuff. So what we're getting ready to do here is just head back up to the farm with all our equipment and then have a bit of a sleep, because we did get we picked up one more contract for baling on field 18, I believe it was. It was the big one that we were looking at in the last episode. So we're going to get ready and have a bit of a sleep tonight and then start on that fresh in the morning. And we're also going to be looking at getting a couple of new bits of kit in the morning as well, because what we're going to do is switch out the windrower and also pick up an extra mower as well, and possibly a trailer if we can find a decent size one and afford it. So let me hop in the tractor here because it's the slower of the two, and we'll head on back up to the farm. I'm just causing a bit of a blockage already. Sure we're going right. Yep, there we go. Okay, and on the drive back here, I just want to give a couple of quick shout-outs. We've got Artemusprime, who has just recently started a new Let's Play over on the Little Norton map, fictional map based in England. Just started that this week, I believe it was. Great first episode, do please go check him out. I'll pop a link down in the description somewhere, or in a pinned comment maybe. And also a shout out from Mike as well. He inadvertently contributed some ideas a couple of videos ago to some of the storyline for this episode, in fact. So I do definitely appreciate you guys very much, and all the support and comments and everything, so yeah, keep them up, and hopefully I can keep you all entertained. So yeah, let's carry on down here. We're pretty close to the farm now. It's one of the nice things about this map. We get to pick and choose where we work, and there's a lot of stuff to do around and about the area without having to go too far. There's a nice grass field there, so that's nice. Watch out for the person crossing the road. Just about managed to avoid skewering him on the forks there, or bale spikes. Okay. Let's get on this back. We're just pretty much going to park up in the yard and then pop in and have a bit of a sleep, because it's coming up 8 o'clock now in the evening. Hopefully you have to remember to leave the gate open, so that's cool. Yeah, I'll just spin around here in front of the chickens. We may also have to grab some more wheat in the morning for the chickens, because we're getting pretty low on food for them. Yeah, let's just get this all sorted out. Okay, check on the chickens here quick. Yeah, they've got 389 litres, that should be good overnight. And it only says 1 litre of eggs down there, because... where's the box? Ah, there it is. Yeah, we've got a few cartons that we popped in the big crate there, so that will be big. I think we're up to about 400 and some litres. Let's give it a quick scan and see. Yeah, 457, so that's not bad. I'm going to wait till that gets at least to 1,000 litres before we sell any of the eggs there, because the price doesn't hit the maximum until later on in the year anyway, so it should be pretty good. But yeah, let's toddle over here to our little container. And it's 8 o'clock now, so... okay, well, apparently we're not tired, so let's head down to the shop and get some chicken feed here first. Yeah, maybe that'll tire us out a bit. No, and in fact we do have some contracts that I was talking about that I forgot to collect. That's the word. God, I can't brain today. Okay, yeah, so you can see down there we got the Field 18 contract for baling. Let's cash in all of these, see where we are at, and also field 18, that's the big one just there. So that puts us up to 54 grand, well almost 55, that's lovely that is. Okay, so the chickens, they take about 1,000 litres I think, give or take. So what we're going to do is drop off some of this stuff quick and just pop down to the shop in the Unitrack and pick up the like a pallet of wheat, and then just get that in the back of the Unitrack there and come back up. It's a little on the expensive side, but you know, harvest season should be coming up soon. And we shall see where we go from next. I know field 13, I think it is the one, the other one, or one of the three, technically, that's bordering the farmhouse. That is, I believe, planted with wheat. Let's have a quick check. Yeah, field 13, that's got wheat in it. And it is only 46,000 euros. So what we may actually do is look at picking that up. Probably not for the next day or so, because wheat, if I remember correctly, doesn't come into harvest for another 3 days yet. We're on day 2, so yeah, day 5 is when that comes into the sort of harvest window. So we've got a little bit of time to build up some extra money there. So yeah, let's get that pallet of wheat quick. Here we go, chicken feed. And I think we're going to go for the double pallet this time, so we can get just a bit more and just keep it on standby. It's only 3,000, so that's good. Grab that. And it did just occur to me that this little back on the Unitrack is only about 2,000 litres, so we may have to make 3 trips for this. Which is unfortunate, but you know, it happens. So we should just fill up. And if I remember to reset the time to ×5, that would be lovely. And then we shall head back up. Come on, please take more than 2,000. Yeah, I think it is an even 2,000. Yep. So that means we're going to have a tiny bit left. So we'll probably just come back and grab all of it and then pop it in storage. Feed the chickens as much as we can. But yeah, so in the morning we'll probably look at now what I'm thinking is basically getting the rear mower that sort of pairs with this front mower that we have, and switching out the windrower for a slightly wider one, so we can have one of the family following us with a tractor, or driving the Unitrack while we follow them with the tractor. So let's pop in the feed for the chickens. Okay, I didn't want too terribly much, but that's okay. Just back out of here quick. Now, I'm actually going to run down to the shop again now and just refill this partial trailer, and then we'll only have to make 1 extra trip back. So just get that done quick now. And plus we can go in the back side of the silo there and not disturb the chickens at all. Not that we really disturb the chickens anyway, but you know. Ooh, slow down. Okay. Off we go. And of course the grass is regrowing fairly nicely around the farm here as well, so we may be mowing and picking up some of this stuff here. That was that very first sort of verge area that we'd mowed before, so that was nice. We get another full loading wagon or so off of this, hopefully. Okay, and this is the back end of our silo. We've actually got a drive-through silo, which is kind of neat. So, let's pop in here, drop that off. I don't think we've got any in storage at the moment. beyond what we're putting in now. Yeah, that's odd, we should have had 2,000 litres. Now, maybe it's that that weird floating decimal point thing. See, it's probably like just a hair under 2,000. But that's okay. So yeah, we'll get this last load taken care of, and then we'll have a sleep through till the morning and see where we are then. And there might be a few more contracts come up that we can get, some fertilising ones, maybe something like that. There seem to be a lot of sowing contracts around as well now, but pretty much out of the planting window for everything except grass and poplars. I think, oh, seed radish, poplars, grass, even lucerne. Although technically lucerne, I think, is a grass crop, so we might be able to get away with doing some seeding contracts for that, if there are any. But we'll see. We shall worry about that in the morning. So yep, I shall pop this in here and get the Unitrack back around the other side, and shall see you all in the morning. Okay, well, that was an interesting start to the day, wasn't it? Yeah, nice morning newspapers there. But what was not quite as nice was the conversation we had with the bank just now as well. Yeah, they'd been sort of keeping track of what we've been doing a little bit, and they've noticed, particularly now since we got a little bit of local, quote, popularity, they've been sort of paying attention to some of the larger investments and purchases we've been making lately, such as the baler here, and obviously we bought the grass fields as well, and a few odds and ends of tools and stuff. And they're a little curious as to why we're not paying much off on the loan at the moment, because we've only paid off, I want to say it's about 35 grand so far. Yeah, about 35 grand we've paid off so far, and they're getting a little curious as to what's happening with that. So, what they've said basically is we have until the end of summer, which is technically three to 4 days away. You know, so by the end of day 6, late summer, we have to have paid off the first $250,000 on the debt, which will take us down to about 1 million. You know, anything over that, that's fine. They were going to be a bit stricter than I was expecting there, but luckily the owners of the biogas plant actually stepped in, and because we've been telling them what we're doing, and the owners of the biogas plant stepped in and just sort of backed us up a bit, because obviously we've got almost 100,000 litres of silage that should be ready fairly soon. So that's like a big chunk of potential income that we wouldn't have had if we hadn't have bought that grass field. So the bank's been a little bit, that helped quite a lot, I'm not going to lie. So what we're going to have to do in the next few days is pay off $215,000, which is not an insurmountable thing. You know, it's not long, but between contracts and the silage and everything else, we should be good, I'm hoping. We do have some of these bales here that were left over from the previous contracts we've got and we've done. So if I remember right, we've got 10 in here and 9. 7 out here, so we've got 17 in total. I think these ones are the newest ones. So yeah, they've still got a day and a bit to go, but they should be ready by about day 5. Day 4, yeah, maybe early morning tomorrow. and these ones have 28 hours to go. Was that hours, or did I look at the percentage on that? Oh, yeah, it's 33 hours, about the same. Yeah, so these will be ready by sort of midday tomorrow, and those might be ready by tomorrow evening. So that there is 17. I think we get about 1,000 euros per bale, if I remember correctly. That's seasons menu. Is it? No, it's not seasons menu. It's the standard menu because it's silage. Yeah, biogas plant is 270 for silage. So 4,000 litre bales, we're looking at a bit over £1,000 a bale. So we've got another 17,000 here, plus I think it's about 94,000 litres we've got the biogas. So that's another 100,000. Well, about 115,000. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, so that's a fair chunk that we've got coming up we can use to pay off some of the debt. Now, the other thing they said too is that we're not allowed to make any more purchases, any more large purchases, I should say, until after we've got that first, or the next 215,000 paid off, which is kind of a bummer, because this field here that we were looking at buying, it's not the best. I'm not sure why we're getting a readout on that, but yeah, it's still growing. It's a wheat field, and it's should be ready later on, probably towards the end of summer, I'm guessing. So we did want to buy this, and this is going to be about 46,000 euros. Obviously, with this sort of directive from the bank now, we're not going to be able to buy that, at least not right away. And our rye here is coming along nicely. That should be up fairly soon, I think, rye. Yes, rye is coming in day 5. So, with any luck, things are going to be not too terribly bad. You know, obviously we're not going to get the most out of this field. I mean, we are going to get the most we can out of it, but it's not the best field to begin with, because it's all silty clay. So I think it was, let's check the map here quick. I think it was reading, what is it? That was this map. Yeah, we're only going to get like a 89% yield off of this instead of 100% because of the silty clay. But that's still, I'm hoping, going to be a few thousand litres. I mean, we'd be pushing it, but you know, we've done everything we can to it. And rye is selling for 700 odd. 777 exactly, or 790 actually, the other one. So getting up to 800 per 1,000. So even if we can get just, you know, a couple of thousand euros off of this field, that will be nice. Plus there'll be the straw as well, and we can bale that and sell that for another small amount. But that does obviously mean harvesting contracts are going to come in. So yeah, but anyway, yeah. So the bank has said we're not allowed to purchase anything over 10,000 euros, with the small exception of if we're trading something in at the time of purchase, then we can purchase something so long as the total is not over 10,000. So what we're actually going to do today is pop down to the store and have a look at the mowers and stuff we were going to get. So, should we take tractor? No, let's drop the front off of this, because we're going to trade this windrower in, and what we also want to get is a better windrower, but also potentially a trailer. And the trailer I was looking at is, unfortunately, just over 10 grand. So, oh, this grass might be ready for a fresh cut as well. Quick look. Ooh, that's handy. Okay, well, let's just turn this off. And get in the Unitrack, pick up this front, no, not front, but windrower, and take that down to the store. So, yeah, we can actually cut that grass, and if that grass is ready, that means our field might be close to being ready as well. So let's pick that up. Not going to connect the PTO because we're not planning on using it just yet. But yeah, I am going to take the mower with us, mainly because if we are going to get a trailer, then we may be able to put the mower on it, and possibly the rear mower that we're looking at as well. So let's zip in here quick. Now the thing is, like I said, we've got this 10,000 limit, so what we're going to do is trade in, well, we're going to buy the other little bits first, then trade in the windrower that we've got for the trailer. So that should bring the trailer back down by, I think, to about 6 grand, give or take. Now we did call ahead to the store last night to see what inventory they had, and for the mowers they did have a used, in fact let's do a quick search, they had a used SIP mower in store, which was the matching one for the one we've got, so that will put our sort of cutting width to 4.4 meters, I believe. I think the front is the same width. Yeah, 2.2. So, yeah, 4.4 is the total. And the windrow we're getting, again, we're sort of keeping it all in brand, because why not? They also happen to have a matching used SIP windrower, which is quite handy. And it's a trailed one, but it is a 3-point link trailed one. So something is going to have to pull that, but that's okay. So that's 5 grand for that. So yeah, technically we have spent close to 8 grand already, but it hasn't been a single purchase sort of thing. So we're kind of cheating a little bit. Well, we're not really cheating because we haven't made an individual purchase. See, there you go, the top right corner. 9,564 total. So what we are going to do here is, oops, I have to lower it first, drop off the windrower there, and come over here and have a look at these little odds and ends. Now, I have been having some issues getting the 3-point link on the back of this to work with some things. Well, yeah, now because this isn't a trailed one, we're okay. So that will work with this. That's good. And grab the mower. So I think the mower is going to be, yeah, we'll run the two together here with this. And that should fold up. Is he just going to trail behind us like that? That's fine. Oops. No. Lift it back up. We'll just run this over here and give it a quick repair as well before we go too far, because I know knowing me, I'll forget. So yeah, let's repair that. Lovely. It still looks like it's laying on the ground, but it does say that it's raised. Yeah, we may have to run that on the tractor. I'm not sure. We'll have to see, because the one problem with the tractor too is the front link on it doesn't seem to support PTO very well. Although that could also be down to the manual attach mod that we've got, because that just may not be attaching things properly. Okay, so we've got those two things purchased now, and next is, let's see what we can sell this for. Yeah, quick repair. Okay, so we'll be selling that for 4,600. Okay, so sell that. And the trailer we are looking at buying, if I can find the right menu, is under baling technology. And this is the trailer we're looking for here. It's an interesting little flatbed sort of combination trailer. The one they've got for us is just in its flatbed config right now. It does have a tipper option, which is good, so we could possibly upgrade it later on. especially when we get to harvest season. That might be handy. But right now, this used one they've got happened to come in orange with the white wheels, much like the Unitrack. But yeah, we're not going to argue with them. Now, obviously this does say it's 12 grand for the used one, but since we traded in the what was it, the previous windrower for this, it doesn't count as being too, what do you call it? It's like not too expensive, basically. So what we're going to do is drop off the rear mower again quick. Okay, there we go. And get this thing just serviced up. Well, yeah, just sort of get all its... assuming, no, we can't pick that up with this, can we? Because we don't have the drawbar on there. Ooh, that's awkward. Yeah. Now, there is a hitch under there, but it's not going to reach it because we've got the PTO installed. Okay, well, in that case, what we shall do for right now is get this thing repaired. And let's see, yes, we've got that contract on field 18 to be getting on with now. Just reverse this back over here, get it repaired. And we'll bring the tractor down. Well, I might run back and grab the drawbar as well, just in case we need that. Oh, might as well repair this while we're here. And of course I forgot to tab through it, here we go. Repair that. Okay, that's everything nicely repaired. And the genius thing with this SIP windrower is it's actually 4.3 meters in width as well. So we should have just a tiny bit of wiggle room between this and the mowers, which is going to be lovely. So yeah, I'll hop in and run back to the farm rather, grab the tractor, bring that down, possibly with the baler as well, so we can see what we're going to get popped on this thing. And yeah, then we'll head over to field 18 and start on that contract. Okay, here we go. We are on the field now and giving it a go. That took a little bit of jiggery pokery and trying to set stuff up with Courseplay and Follow Me. Sadly, Courseplay doesn't want to play well with this field today. It wanted me to go like in weird diagonal directions and stuff, so I decided to just switch it to Follow Me and drive like this. And of course I've gone and got the tractor stuck, haven't I? That's annoying. As soon as I start recording I go and do something silly. But that's okay. At least we got Follow Me pretty much set, so that's handy. So that back again. Actually might reduce the distance just a tiny bit. Oops, that's the wrong way. There we go. Okay. Try again. Or is he still blocked by an object? He still thinks he's blocked by an object. Lovely. There I was saying that I'd got this all sorted out. I promised it was working fine just a minute ago. Oh dear. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Now can we work? Okay, that's better. Now, as you probably noticed, we had a different windrower before. I did encounter problems with that one and this tractor. Unfortunately, it for some reason was not disconnecting properly. It was acting like it was in some sort of peculiar position, and it wouldn't physically allow me to disconnect the done it again. Disconnect the windrower itself. I'm not sure what's causing that. It's the first time I've had it with this tractor, had any sort of implement weirdness. But yeah, so I'm not quite sure what was going on there. essentially it was, you know, like with the front loader forks, the way those get stuck up sometimes and it won't let you drop them off. It was basically doing that. So what we did was traded it out for basically the same size thing but ever so slightly cheaper. And we did incur a little bit of a loss money-wise though. But what is going on with this thing? Come on now. You're not blocked by an object, silly helper. I was probably having an issue with the either the windrower or the not the windrower, one of the mowers there, or the front forks maybe causing a problem. Let's raise them up, see if that helps at all. Okay, let's try again. Ah, there we go. That's got it. Yeah, so unfortunately we had to swap out the windrower there, but that's okay. We'll see what we can do with this one. And I did also turn off the manual attach mod because I wasn't sure if that was what was causing the problem. Turns out it wasn't. So we'll probably turn that back on at some point. I just mostly wanted to make sure it wasn't that was causing the problem. Although, in doing all of that, what ended up happening was the contracts recycled, and suddenly we have harvest contracts up. So we're going to try and get this field done as fast as we can, which isn't going to help with that helper keep getting blocked in by who knows what. Might have to drop the front forks off later on or something. I'll go pick him up in a minute. But yeah, so we've got harvest contracts available now, which is fantastic because with this sort of sudden issue with the bank happening, oh, he got stuck on a tree, I bet. Yeah, with the issue with the bank happening, after they realised we'd been spending a lot of money and buying stuff and doing things, it got a little bit awkward. So hopefully these harvest contracts are going to really help out as well. So there are a couple of them that have popped up also. So that's very handy. And of course I go and miss that part, don't I? I always manage to miss something. But yeah, let us see how we go with this. So that's really been a fortunate sort of bailout in that sense, is that we've got this field that we can hopefully get done pretty quick now with the sort of double mower of sorts. And you're blocked by an object again. Oh, this is so annoying. No idea why Follow Me's doing this. But yeah, we shall figure it out, and I'll get on with this contract. And hopefully once I've got it into some sort of stable semblance of happiness, we shall return to see what's going on. Maybe we'll increase the distance a bit. No, I don't know. But yeah, we'll figure it out, and probably either start a time lapse in a minute, or yeah, it's not doing a thing, is it? Okay. Well, once we get this sorted, I shall return. Okay, round 2. Plan B or C or D or whatever plan we're on at the moment. What we're trying now is we've got a standard in-game worker going up and down the field with the mower. I know that's a scary thought. I'm kind of worried myself, but we're going to go with it and see what happens. And right now we are just toddling along in the Ursus here. Just checking something on the controls, see if there's anything else we can do with this windrower. No, there isn't. Yeah, so we're just going to toddle along and do this. Windrow what we can, and oh look, he's run into a thing already. Oh goody. This is going to be one of those contracts that really annoys me, isn't it? I can feel it already. There I was thinking, oh yeah, nice easy baling contract, fairly square field, how hard could it be? Apparently a lot harder than I'd suspected. Oh dear. So yeah. Well, we'll see where that worker ends up in a minute when we get back around there. Some of these lines aren't going to be the straightest, so when it comes to baling, we're going to be having a little bit of fun up and down work with it. And we'll probably end up changing the windrower before too long as well, because I have a feeling we may just dump this and go for a different one again, but sort of throwing money at a problem when there's probably a really, really easy way to do this. And yeah, unfortunately the obvious option would be for helper B to be blocked by an object. I bet that's the trailer that's down there on the path. Well, we'll see what he's doing in just a minute. But yeah. Okay, but yeah, I mean, the obvious solution would be to have the Unitrack running the just like a mower and the baler at the same time. Unfortunately, that doesn't quite work because the attachment on the 3-point link for the trailer bed thing on the Unitrack doesn't support any kind of a ball hitch, which is what the baler requires. And unfortunately, when we use the tow bar thing, that then means the PTO and stuff can't hook up. So it all becomes a bit of a nightmare. So yeah, we shall see. Who knows, we might find a slightly better alternative windrower possibly. I shall go have a look through the thing again momentarily once we figure out what's going on with this helper and everything. So yeah, once again I shall disappear into the ether and try and solve this problem. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, let's try it again. I think we're on plan D now, possibly. We ran back to the shop with the that old Fendt windrower and returned that. Lost a little bit of money in all these transactions, but they also had an old used RajotGPLAY windrower, which is really interesting. It's a little, I guess, mechanical one. And oh god, we're about to get run into our thing. No. Oh no, he's going to turn around. He's turning around somewhere. No, I don't know what he's doing anymore. I've given up with these helpers. I have no idea what they're up to. But yeah, so now we've got this little RajotGPLAY sort of rake thing that is surprisingly good. It was about $5,000, I think, the used one they had, and we got about four and a bit back from the Fendt one. So, fingers crossed, this one is going to work a bit better for us. Oh yeah, there he goes, he's coming back up, that's good. So yeah, we shall now carry on with this and have a quick montage and, not montage, but whatever you call those things. Time-lapse, something like that. So, yes, with intermittent helper maintenance. So yeah, let's see if we can actually get this field done. Okay, I think we've got ourselves into a rhythm now. Basically, the Ursus is following behind us in the unitrack. We've got this fancy fossil mash windrower hooked up, and managed to get follow me to at least work for this so far. So we're just pootling along now, waiting for that to follow along and bail and do its thing. So we did lose one or two bales, sort of. There's two in next door's field back there, and as you probably saw, there's one that unfortunately got a tiny bit dunked in the watery, misty ditch over here. But we'll fish that one out and dry it off, and it'll be fine. Hey, the moisture will help it ferment quicker into silage. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. That's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. Was my story, rather, and I'm sticking to it. But anyway, yep, so now we shall carry on with the baling. I'm just going to nudge this one out the way, or drive onto it. That works as well. Okay, maybe if I lower the front mower, we can just push it along with us. Might have to go. There we go. Not the main way to move bales, but you know, we have to do what we have to do. A little bit of a jiggle there, wiggle, and push it off. There we go, lovely. Cool. Okay, well, I shall see you in a little bit when we get on to the wrapping portion of the show. And yeah, we'll have to fish those two bales out of there. We will probably get penalised for a little bit of crop destruction when we do that, so we shall see. But I will record that, so you know we can see exactly how that works, because that is just a really neat little mod. Whether or not it stays like that come harvest time, I don't know. If it's a contract field, it may well just be sort of automatically fixed, I guess, but we shall see. Oh no, he's lost the trail. Got too far ahead. It's always something. Alright, here we go again. We've got everything baled, and now we're starting the wrapping portion. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of sort of hopping and bopping around here, partly grabbing bales, partly wrapping them, because it takes a little bit of time to wrap with this baler, but that's okay. So we are just going to let it do its thing and grab a few here and there and pop them onto the back of the unitrack as we go in. It kind of works out in my head anyway. But yeah, well, if I can actually hit it with the baler, with the wrapper, that would be handy. Come on, get in there. There we go. Okay, just flipping between one and the other here. Probably should have a rear weight or something on the back of this for now, but I could also just do it one at a time as well. That might be the more sensible option. But you know, when was I ever sensible at anything? I mean, I'm using a unitrack, so it kind of says a lot, doesn't it? It's an interesting vehicle. Oh, we're getting some wheel slip there. Come on. There we go. Yeah, probably should be doing this one at a time. Particularly on a bit of a slope like we've got here. But it'll be alright in the end. It'll all come out in the wash, or however the saying goes. Okay, just pop that down there. Lovely. Yeah, I think we'll just do it one at a time for safety. But on the bright side, at least they're not going to roll away now, because this wrapper does handily deposit them on their end. So that is nice. And definitely helpful. Unlike my driving skills, apparently, those are not helpful. Okay. So yeah, I shall carry on with this, and we shall catch up again shortly, probably about the time that we get to the lost bales that need fishing out from various places. So I shall see you all again in a little while. Okay, so here we are again. We finally got down to these bales over here, and we started working on this little trailer, filling that up. I'm not sure if I mentioned before, but that trailer was actually from Mac Trucker 921. He's the, I assume they're the person that made that mod. It's a really cool little trailer too, very handy. And we're now going to try and sneak into this field here and grab these bales without doing too much damage. We got away with that one. Now, depending on what that field actually is, we may not do anything to it. Well, please don't roll back into the field, that would be really awkward. No, stop. There we go. Yeah, now this one is definitely going to be a little bit of damage, but we'll minimise it where we can. Oh yeah, wow, you see the penalty going up there. That's money we're going to lose. Oh, come back here, Bale. Gotcha. Okay. Let's try and at least back out the same way we came in, and there we go. Well, we're probably going to lose 84 euros here in a minute, but it could be worse. At least we got... don't you dare roll off. There we go. Yeah, at least we got the bales back out. And there's one more just off down there in that that watering hole, which we'll fish out shortly as well. So yeah, I just wanted to show you all that. It's an interesting little mod. You know, at least it sort of prevents you from going into other people's fields unnecessarily. I mean, I know, you know, we tend to try and avoid doing that anyway, because, you know, there's roads and stuff to drive on. But it's just nice to have that that little bit extra in, for me personally at least. But yeah, so we shall carry on baling all this lovely mess of bales that we have here, and yeah, we shall catch up with you all, or you shall catch up with me, or we'll be back in a little bit, let's just say that. Probably when we've got a full load, I would say, because I'm not sure how many they actually will require for this contract. So, I mean, we've got an awful lot of bales, that much I do know. So I suspect we'll probably end up with a good few extras for us, so that will be handy. But yeah, I shall see you all again shortly. Well, shortly for you. Well, that was certainly not a small job. That was certainly not as easy as I was hoping, but we have successfully got every single bale wrapped now. We've got, I think I counted 13 extra ones down here, and just over here we've got a unitrack and a trailer well packed. So we've got, let's see, 16 on the unitrack, if I can maths properly. Yeah, and then another 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20 on that trailer at the back. I'm hoping that this little unitrack can pull all this lot. And after the fiasco yesterday, I have already turned off all-wheel steer. So, fingers crossed we can at least get out of the field without having a massive disaster. Oh, balls. Well, apparently that's not going to happen, is it? Oh dear, because some muppet forgot to strap it all down. Okay. Well, let me go and get the tractor and fix this mess. Okay, here we are down at the other end of the field, hopping in the tractor. And let's go back up there and fix my silly mistake. I'm sure somebody saw that coming, but yeah, no, well. It's this whole episode has been somewhat of a palaver trying to get it all pulled together, but we will. Oh god, is that thing? It's only rolled into the field as well, hasn't it? Oh, lovely. Yeah, it's not exactly been the smoothest of days here on the farm in Poland, has it? Oh, come back! Don't you run away. Okay, saved that one. Let's just plonk it down there, if we can. There we go. And we have to get this one as well. That one's not going to go quite as easily. Go on, forwards, forwards, forwards. Okay, there we go. Okay. We'll have to get that one from a slightly better angle. Preferably before it rolls into the field. I think if I just drop that off there for a minute, I can turn a tiny bit better. There we go. Got that one. Get off your pole. Lovely. And let's see about getting these onto the trailer again. I mean, I've done it once already, so how hard can it be? Although I'm not going to try it two at a time, because I know my luck's not that good. I should check where we're going for this contract. So, we are not going to the barn this time. Where are we going? Oh, we're going all the way down there. To Kukrovnia. I'm guessing is how that's pronounced. I'm not quite sure what that is. Kukrovnia. Ah, root crop sales? Yeah, potatoes, sugar beet, sugar cane, eggs. Eggs are looking pretty tasty. Yep, there we go, that's where the silage is. So yeah, now let's take it over there and see how much it takes to get the contract done. I think one thing's pretty clear with this. We're not going to be too much of a an unstable hazard on the road, because I don't think we can get up enough speed to be that unstable. So, I wonder if this was the best way to come. And I'm thinking we probably should not load this up quite as much next time. Yeah, maybe one layer, or... well, I mean, I don't know, we're going. We are definitely on the way. And one thing that you can see off to the right there, there's some splashes of colour are coming in now as crops are growing. Got a nice purple blue of lucerne over there. I think it's purple. It might be blue though, or a bluish purple. Lilac perhaps. My eyes are not the best when it comes to the colours, but yeah. Which is weird because, like, you know, I can tell those trash cans we just went by, the sort of green, yellow, and blue. I hope, but yeah, it's just certain colours on the spectrum where they get a very sort of similar in hue, as it were, where the blues become purples and the reds become browns, greens become yellows and oranges, that sort of thing. That's where I tend to have the trouble. But speaking of trouble, let's make sure we are on the right track for this. Oh yeah, straight down this road and on the left. Now we should be looking for somewhere on the left. Hopefully this is the side that has the entrance. Ooh dear, if we can get up the hill. Come on, Unitrack, you can do it. Oy, down to 1 mile an hour. But we are still moving. That's important. Oh, yep, we're coming over the crest. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, I definitely think we need to not overload this quite as much next time. But I tell you what, the trailer's really, really good trailer. I'm well pleased with this. Okay, so let's find the sell point here. I assume it's going to be around the back. This looks like a little way station thing. Yep, nothing disappearing there. Okay. I'll just poodle around slowly. Yes. Oh, let's highlight it on the map and see. Select, no, not going to let me select it. Oh, I'm on the wrong menu, that's why. Tag place. Yeah, it's that one there. Okay. I was kind of thinking it was going to be about there. So what we'll do is spin around and back the trailer in, because that's where the majority of the load is, and we will need that to be clear so we can get the equipment back later as well. So if we can get that to drop off slowly, assuming this is, oh yeah, there's a hazard box. Now, is this one going to take them off the thing or not? Oh dear. Why do I have a feeling we are going to have something down here to knock these off? That's going to be really awkward. I mean, I could try pushing them with the drawbar, I suppose. I don't know if that would help. Do we have any tipping function? No, we don't have any access to the land to tip. Well, I mean, we could try this. I don't think we can get up enough speed to wobble anything off, can we? Oh, there go two. And this is not the place. Okay, we'll leave them there then. Okay, maybe it's the next one to the side. Is it this side? No. Okay, this is peculiar. So this is definitely the place. I wonder what's going on here. Definitely some. Oh dear, that bale probably shouldn't be on there, should it? Okay, well I shall have to hunt around here for a minute and see if I can figure out how we do this this thing, and we shall catch up with you all again shortly. Okay, well, sad news. I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but I cannot get the trigger to work at all with these bales. I even bought an extra silage bale over from the store at a cost of just over £2,000. Sadly, that didn't seem to be accepted here either. So, unless I'm missing something dead obvious, which is quite possible, and I'm also going to turn off all-wheel steer on this thing quick just before we lose it into a ditch on follow me. Yep, that's going. Yeah, so I think essentially we're just going to have to cancel the contract, which is unfortunate because that would have been a nice 15 grand for us. So what we're going to do is run these bales over to the biogas plant and just store them over there. We gave them a call, told them what was going on, and they were like, yeah, that's fine. You just bring them over and pop them under the shelter there next to the silage clamp. and then we can just move them over once they're fermented. But yeah, so we've got. Oh, I did try taking one up to the barn as well, just in case for some reason the contract was showing wrong. But it took it, but we got nothing for it. Because obviously it's a grass bale, and seasons they're not worth anything. At least not to the barn. But yeah, so that's kind of unfortunate. But I mean, we've got like how many have we got here? We've got 20 on this, technically speaking, and we've got another 16 on there, so that's 36 straight away. Plus there's another 13 in the field, so that's 49. So I mean, we've got a fair old chunk of silage bales out of this. That's oh dear, 4 times 40,000 is 100. We've got a lot of silage here, so I mean that's going to be helpful. But yeah, so yeah, we're going to head over to the biogas plant, and I'll just jump cut to that and then catch up with you shortly once we get there. Okay, here we are coming down to the biogas plant, and we got some interesting news on the way over here. We got a phone call from the store that said our delivery had arrived, which was interesting because so far as I knew we hadn't ordered anything. But yeah, so we're going to have to pop up there in a bit. But we did get a follow-up text. Ironically, that pretty much explained it. Let me just get out here and stop the unitrack. So yeah, basically what has happened is the people from RajotGPLAY. Oh dear, we're losing all this. That's not good. No, they're going to go boing. Yeah, the folks from RajotGPLAY had heard that things weren't going too terribly well for us. So what they did was they've sent us something. I've no idea what it is yet, but it's waiting for us over at the store apparently. So we're going to get. Oh dear, that's not what I wanted to get. Get this thing out of the way first. Yeah, we're going to get these things unloaded quick and get this one out of the way, and then head over to the store and see what's going on, because that's interesting. Not entirely sure what RajotGPLAY has done, but we shall see. Okay, well, here we are. We got the bales all offloaded now into the well, not into the BGA, but offloaded under the shelters at the BGA. And we stopped back for some petrol on the way up here to the store, so the unitrack is full again. We're going to see what RajotGPLAY has left us. So, there we go. It's coming in here now. Oh, I forgot I've got all-wheel steering off, so I've got to take a big wide turn now. And we are towing the trailer with the tractor on it as well. So, let's come in here and see what's going on then. I mean, nothing doesn't look like there's anything here. Let's get out and have a quick look around. There's nothing over at the workshop. Nothing back over. Hang on. Have they seriously? They have. Well, thank you, RajotGPLAY. That wasn't quite the surprise Bale-Out the thumbnail had suggested, but yeah, that's lovely. That is. I think that's the 8 bale version, but we are going to have to pop on the wheel steering quick. It's back in there. Now this trailer does have a hitch on the back of it, and I hope it connects to that. If it does, oh, it does. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, so we've got a bit of a road train going here, but oh, that's fantastic. That is well done, Ursus. Thank you very much for bailing us out of a bit of a pickle here. You know, it all went a bit pear-shaped in the end, but yeah. So, well, in that case, we'll take this back here to the field and get the rest of the bales loaded up onto our fantastic new trailer. The little bale collector trailer there. Auto stacker thing. But yeah, no, we'll get them loaded up onto that, and the extra 5, I think, onto the back of the Unitrack, and start loading up this trailer and get everything set back back the way it was. And we'll cancel that contract, unfortunately, and it's a shame that I'm not sure why it didn't want to sell, but for some reason it just, you know, they weren't selling there. But that is fantastic, so we'll pop that off there, swing this around, pop that out there, and speaking of trailers, that that little low loader combination trailer from Mack Trucker 927, I think it was. Mack Trucker 921. Yes, that's who it was. But yeah, that is a fantastic little trailer. We've managed to pack that with all sorts of fun little things, and now it's also got a trailer hitch on it, so we know it can drag this. Oh, that's smashing, that is. This is going to be so much fun now. And at least it kind of takes the edge off the humongous failure that this contract was. So I guess in the future we'll look out for any baling contracts that go to the Kirkovnia sell point and just not take them. Because that's unfortunate, that is. But hopefully there won't be too big of a hit on the actual contract itself when we cancel it, because it's not exactly a what do you call it, one harvesting contract, but you know, we may get a little bit of a hit for the sort of not exactly stealing the bales, although I suppose technically we are. Hopefully we won't. But if we do, we do. Well, you know, we put in the work, we mowed the field, so we deserve a little bit of something off it. And apparently, I can't count. We've got 14 bales left. Because I'm pretty sure there's 8 there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 14 left. Well, there you go. So yeah, I shall get the last bits of those loaded up on there, and yeah, we shall cancel that contract and then move on. I think next episode we'll look at a couple of those harvesting ones, probably, see where we go from there. But you know, if you enjoyed whatever this was, and boy was it a bit of a palaver, but if you enjoyed it, then please give us a like and hit that subscribe button so you get notified of more content as it comes up. Comments are always welcome, and sharing this video is greatly appreciated. And it just leaves me to say thank you all for watching. I hope you made it this far. I shall see you next time. Cheerio.